With 10 games left to go in the league, we are 21 points away from Real Madrid, who are on top of the league, with 26 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Come on, Claudio Ranieri didn't have to deal with this stuff. We've already beaten them. Surely we should be the team that are winning the league. Hello guys, and welcome back to the 6th episode of Replicating Ranieri with Real Betis, where today we are playing 2 very important games. I feel like I say very important games for each game, because when we get into the crunch time of the season like we are right now, we do need to make sure that we treat every game the exact same, like we need to win it, and that is exactly the situation that we find ourselves in. Our 2 games today are against Atletico Bilbao and then Barcelona. We're going to skip the Gujon one. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but again, I'm not Spanish. I just can't do it. I apologise to all my Spanish viewers out there. But we are 4th place in the league, 2 games in hand on the team above us, and I think if we aren't able to beat Barcelona, we can certainly kiss goodbye our chances of winning the league. We can make it completely impossible for us to win the league this year if we do come away with some losses and if Real Madrid win all their games. Actually, I believe if Real Madrid win all their games in this episode anyway, we will have no chance of winning the league either way. But you know what? I don't think it's going to happen no matter what happens in this episode. But we still want to push for those top spots, and even Barcelona would be a bit of a challenge. 3rd place is our goal, that's for sure, and that would be the best performance from us so far in this competition, and I wouldn't be complaining about that at all. But let's jump straight into our first game, which is against Atletico Bilbao. Nothing too interesting has happened since last time out, but actually, I always forget to do this. I need to go over the games from last time out. What was the last game that we played? Was it the Atletico Madrid one? Yes, it was. Let's go through them. These are all the games that we have played, and we came away with 3 wins, a loss against Levante just before, and they are actually quite a good side in this division right now. 6th place, not bad at all, so not the most disappointing loss ever, but I would have liked to have come away with a win or even a draw. And also that draw against Valencia, a little bit undeserved. We dominated them, I do remember that quite well. But you win some, you lose some in football, and we certainly did that while we were off camera. This is the team that we are going with. A very unfortunate injury to one of our main men, Pavon, has meant that he will be out for 2 more months and probably not see another game of the season. But we do have a lot of other options for him. Pizzi can play out there. Even Fekir can play out there. DePaul, I think, can play out there. Curtis Jones can play out there. So we'll just rotate and see who does the best in that role. This is the team that we are going with for this game. Let's jump straight into it, and hopefully we can come away with all 3 points. Not gonna lie, I don't remember what happened when we versed Atletico Bilbao last time. I think that we did manage to... Oh no, it says we owe Atletico Bilbao, so maybe we did lose. I'm pretty sure I showed it on camera, but it was quite a while ago in the league, so yeah, I can't really remember what happened in that one, but we must not have won. It might have been a draw, or even a loss actually. I've been known to lose games, believe it or not. But straight off the bat, we do have an opportunity, and it is Atletico Bilbao on the ball, away from home. Surely we can manage to pick up a point or 2 here today. But you can't get 2 points in football, can you? You can either get a point or 3 points. Why am I explaining to you the point system in football? You guys all know how it works. Actually, while I'm on the topic, I always thought, why don't they make it 4 points for a win and 2 points for a draw? Then, you know, half of the points of a draw is a win, and no matter what, 4 points is dished out at the end of each game. But, I mean, that's just my opinion. Honestly, the system works, but it would be very interesting to see the league tables of historic seasons if they did do that, because draws would be much more desirable than they would be currently. But let's not focus on that. As a hypothetical situation, maybe someone could do that as a football manager experiment. I don't know how you would do that, but maybe you could do it. William Carvalho on the ball, playing it to DePaul. DePaul running up well. Perez in on goal, shoots it straight at the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, it can't go into the back of the net. Good save from him. And we do have a corner from it. Probably not going to lead to anything. Pizzi does put a great ball into the middle, but unfortunately no one can get their head onto it, and that is the end of the highlight. Maybe we should move on to a more positive mentality. We are looking like we're the better side here today, so maybe we should take advantage of that and go into a positive mentality. But I'm not sure what to do just yet. The game doesn't seem to be working very well right now. Hang on. What's going on? I'm nervous. Play? Is it going to go? Yep, there we go. Sorted it. Don't worry. If at first you don't succeed, turn it off and on again. That's my technical understanding. Yeah, I don't think turning it on and off again was the most effective method. But luckily for you guys, it was a reasonably dull affair. Let's take a look at the key highlights and I'll show you guys what happened. So we did win a penalty at some point and Borja Iglesias steps up and puts it wide to miss his third penalty in the row. And that was disappointing to say the least. But eventually we get a corner. Guerrero steps up, gets another assist, and Iglesias luckily redeems himself from that penalty miss and picks up another goal for the season. And that is how the game ended, 1-0. Not a bad result at all, especially considering Atletico Bilbao are not a bad squad at all. But disappointing that we couldn't have done it more comfortably. Now how am I meant to get out of this watching the thing? My technical abilities so far in this episode have been terrible. Can I leave the game? How do I leave the game? You'll be happy to know I left the game. I guess that gives us... Wait, what? It says continue. I've not left the game. You'll be happy to hear I have managed to get out of the game, and we are up in 4th place. Not bad at all, exactly where we were last time out. And if we do manage to get a win, we will go above Real San... what are they actually called? What is this team actually called? Is that Real Sociedad? Maybe. I don't know. I need to learn more Spanish. And we are 8 points above Atletico Madrid. They have really fallen off the pace. Let's go straight into our next game, which is against Barcelona. I'll give you guys a rundown of what happens against this squad. Not even going to try and mispronounce their name again. I know that you guys are all here for the Barcelona game. Sorry that you didn't get much coverage of the Bilbao one, but I know you guys are all here for me. You just want my personality, so it doesn't really matter about the games. It just, as long as you get me chatting to you for a couple of minutes, that's all you want. I know. Don't you worry. I got you guys. Well, you know what they say. A win's a win. It could have gone better. It could have gone worse. But at the end of the day, all 3 points is all we care about. They got a lucky goal in the last few minutes. Very undeserved. But at the end of the day, as I said before, a win is a win. And we will take all 3 points from that match. And we need to go straight into our next game, which is against Barcelona. Have even odds up against us. So it should be a difficult battle. But this is the team that we're lining up with. 2 players from Barcelona in there. Well, previous players from Barcelona, including Perez. And on the bench, we have Elena as well as Vidal, actually. So hopefully they can do a good job against their former club. Let's jump straight into it without any further ado, and hopefully we can cause an upset. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure we got dominated by them away from home. I think it was a 7-1 loss or something like that. So hopefully we can change that in this game. Messi playing up top, Griezmann out on the right. Not something that I would expect. Probably expect Griezmann to be up top. But let's not judge their tactics, because at the end of the day, they are a much better squad than us. And if I am just going to be mocking them, they'll probably hit back really hard and surprise us with an even bigger win than last time out. But luckily for us, their first goal that they score after 2 minutes is ruled as offside. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, yep, that looked offside to me. I can't really see it, but I'm going to trust the assistant. Well, I'm not going to be complaining now, am I? And now we have our first chance of the match. Griezmann eventually gets the ball after Perez is tackled very well by their players, but maybe we can get it back and create our first chance of the game. That would be nice. Wouldn't mind that at all. But they are knocking it around very well and looking like they are the ones that are going to be having the chance at goal. Messi is through, but shoots it just wide, and Mvolgo isn't even challenged there. Mvolgo 1, Messi 0. I'm telling you right now, he's not conceding a single goal. I know him. He's got hands of steel. He knows what he's doing. He is prepared. He is motivated for this game. About 10 minutes to go in the half, and we are doing a really good job of keeping them at bay. Oh, now Perez picked up a knock. I think I'm going to have to take him off, actually. I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to, but he didn't shoot back up to his proper condition as we would have liked to have seen. So it looks like Jones is going to come on, and he has not done anything for us since signing on loan. So I'm hoping that he can surprise me here today and in the second half come away with a goal or even assist to get us over the line against Barcelona. But so far we are doing amazingly. 0-0 against one of the top teams in the world and in our league. So you can't really complain with the performance so far. But at the end of the day, we do want to get all 3 points so that we can go back over the top of the third place side and make sure that we are trying to get that third place spot. Jones does make a tackle, but eventually they get it back. Ziyech putting a good ball into the middle, but Messi almost goes for the shot, and Vogo gets a little bit confused there, making me feel a little bit silly for saying that he was so solid before, but it doesn't go into the back of the net, so no worries just yet. De Paul shoots a really good free kick, a great save from Ter Stegen, never going to be really concerning him too much, but from that kind of range, it's not too bad to be challenging the goalkeeper like that. That's our first shot on target. Hopefully we can have another one at some point, because we need to start actually looking like we're going to score a goal here if we want to be getting all 3 points, and it could be with this chance. Jones on the ball, trying to prove me wrong, doesn't prove me wrong. Roberto gets the ball off him very easily, but Bezor manages to pick up the ball in such a good area, but unfortunately can't shoot it anywhere apart from exactly where Ter Stegen is standing. And if you know how to finish in football, it is exactly the place where you don't want to put it, as you guys would probably know. I don't really need to explain how you score goals in football, because me in real life trying to score goals in football is just about like Mvogo trying to score goals in this game. Not very effective at all. Elena's going to come on for... who should he bring? Yeah, let's take off Fekir and move De Paul into that right-hand side. I think he can do an alright job out there. What foot does he use? He uses his right foot, so he can be... Yeah, he can be a winger. Yeah, let's give that a crack. See, oh no, but he doesn't like to run. Oh, let's just go with this. I've been talking too much about tactics. I'm not good enough at tactics. If I tell you guys my thinking, you guys will all be like, I'm an absolute idiot, but somehow it works, you know, so we're not complaining. Beggars can't be choosers. Borja Iglesias running forward, very tight angle, obviously cannot get that one past Ter Stegen. Such a good goalkeeper in between the sticks for Barcelona. Would have been an absolutely insane shot to beat him from that angle, but at the end of the day, it's another shot, and if we can keep getting shots, eventually one will go into the back of the net. Messi on the header there, shoots it over the bar, and so far Mvogo is doing exactly what I said he would. He hasn't conceded just yet. I want to make a substitute if I can before this highlight to hopefully cancel it out and make sure it doesn't happen, but I don't think it'll quite go through in time. So we'll move Akanji onto that right-hand side. And if they score from this, I'm telling you right now, this game is rigged. If we score from this, it's fair enough. Jones plays it up to Iglesias, De Paul running upfield, and it could be us that do end up with a chance from this opportunity, but De Paul shoots just wide. Really good chance there, and I'm happy that we didn't get that chance cancelled out, because we do look like the better side in these last 10 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the teams do pick up a goal, and it is Barcelona that does. And as soon as they got that free kick, I was like, nah, this is where they're going to score. This is such a good opportunity for them. And, yep, it does go into the back of the net. Unfortunate to concede from a free kick, because we have been doing really well all game. And we kind of just throw it away there from a great ball from Messi and an even better finish. Well, not really an even better finish. It was a pretty straightforward one from Ziyech. But we are on the ball here, and maybe, just maybe, we could get a goal to equalise. De Paul running forward, play it to Borja Iglesias. But what a tackle from the centre-back from Barcelona. Who was that? PK or Umtiti? That was the tackle of the season. That is ridiculous. If we can come away with one more chance in this game, I will be happy. We do have a chance here, but it looks like it could be going Barcelona's way. Hopefully we manage to pick up a tackle and create a chance of our own. Jones does make a header, and Borja Iglesias is looking to play it to someone, but he loses it, and again, Barcelona are on the ball. They could be adding to their tally here. 2-0 would be very flattering to them. But if we pick up a goal, I think that would be a more than fair scoreline. Umtiti on the ball, looking to play it forward. Ayor, on the ball, playing it out to Pedri, who is an absolute wonder kid in this game, dribbling past a bunch of our players, eventually a block, but it does fall to Messi, and so luckily, he does put it into the back of the net. And you have to say, you can't fault the performance from the boys out there today. It's just been one of those days, and it is Barcelona at the end of the day. 2-0 is certainly a flattering scoreline. I think a 0-0 or a 1-0 result would have been a fair one. I don't really want to say I'm far from pleased, but I know that it will fire them up. So that's what I'm going to do. And unfortunately, I think that now it is mathematically impossible for us to win the league. So we have 7 games left to go, so we could get 21 points. And we could still win the league, but I think Real Madrid would have to lose every single game, and we would have to win every single one So I don't think that we're going to win the league this year, but you know what? We can still certainly beat our top point scoring record against Eintracht Frankfurt. How many points did we get for Eintracht Frankfurt? I have a feeling it was 58, so I think we might have already overtaken that, which would be pretty impressive. We have done really well so far this season. Yes, it was 58 with Eintracht Frankfurt, so we're already the top squad in this challenge so far with Real Betis, already with 31 games, 64 points, better than not Real Betis, Eintracht Frankfurt, 58 points in 34 games. So we just need to add to that and keep us going. Try and get into our third place spot, which I think we deserve to finish in this year. But let's jump straight into the next few games off camera. This is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure to like and subscribe if you are new to this channel so that you don't miss daily Football Manager content. I really appreciate every single one of you that tune in, and I'll see you all later.